You are now tuned in to Go Time Dolphins with Charlie Touche and Kadeem Simmons, the Miami Dolphins podcast that's for the fans and by the fans.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's showtime. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's showtime. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time.
What up, bro? Am I tripping? I don't got no audio. I'm already tripping. Hold on, my bad. Kadeem.
This is fast.
Hey. You got audio? Can you hear me on the podcast?
Yeah, I can now, yeah.
But no, you hear me now over the phone, Slick.
Keep talking.
Check 1 2 1 2. This is what happens when you go live. You got to check the audio on a live show.
Now I can definitely hear you through my phone, but before I could hear you coming through on my laptop. Well, hold on. I'm going to call you back here, but keep talking. Essentially, start the show.
Hey, so it's Go Time Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins podcast that goes not only across the pond, but across the world. I'm your boy, Charlie Touche. I got my co-host, Kadeem Simmons, with me. Well, kind of. It's for the fans and by the fans. Your favorite podcast. Let us know in the comments one more time if you can hear myself, Charlie Touche, and if you can hear Kadeem Simmons. We're going live. Got a little audio issue real quick. We're going to get it cleaned up. Where you at, Kadeem? Can you hear me? Kadeem still can't hear me. Oh, you can hear me? So Kadeem saying he can hear me and giving me a thumbs up, but he's not responding. That's funny. Hold on. We're going to get you right real quick. Check. Y'all still with me? Because Kadeem isn't. All right, so look, while Kadeem is getting it figured out and sorted, like y'all say over across the pond, I guess it's only fair because the past couple times we went live, I was the one that had problems and got booted out. So why not give Kadeem some leeway, right? But we about to get into the mock draft 2.0. Can't start the mock draft without Kadeem.
Hello.
You got audio, Kadeem?
Hold on. So IMAX, this really worked. IMAX said log out and back in, and it seems to have worked.
Kadeem, that's what I be doing when I be getting messed up.
But we literally had a conversation before we went live.
Hey, listen, bro. I believe it's the platform we use and not my laptop. Because the past couple of weeks, we've had an issue. Well, not even past couple of weeks, past couple of episodes, whenever we went live, my thing would just shut down. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if y'all can hear us now. I think we should be good. Let us know in the comments. But yeah, so it would just kick me out. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. We were talking for a while before I got kicked out. So now to have this happen is wild. But I think you're back in the building, Kadeem.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where, and we will get to Miami Dolphins if you're new here. What a way, what an introduction. But again, we can have a conversation for an hour off air. The moment I press record, I go down to 1 bar. So who knows, but it's working. Amazing job on the intro. Like I said, if you're new here, drop a like, comment on the video, share it, subscribe. Again, you have no idea how much that helps. It shows YouTube that, it is worth sharing our product, our show, what we do. Shout out to people in the comments. Shout out to Hannah Montana. Shout out to IMAX. Shout out to Moya TV. Shout out to everyone that is live. If you haven't commented yet, comment away. I always do this before we start. I didn't have a chance to do it. Charlie, how are you?
I'm all right, man. I hope you're doing good now. You're doing better now that we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm not doing bad at all. I finished the final season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've spent that today, doing that, and yeah, it's all good. It is all good. I'm ready for the draft.
Bro,
I'm
listen.
ready.
Well, you say you're ready for the draft, and it's crazy because there has been some AFC East news, and since we last recorded, shout out to former Miami Dolphin William Hayes for coming on to the last episode. Just appreciate you, bro. Like, you already know we appreciate you. And every time William Hayes comes on Go Time Dolphins, it's family. It feels so organic. It just feels natural. So yeah, man, appreciate William Hayes coming on. But bro, we got some AFC East news. Aaron Rodgers officially traded to the New York Jets. What did you make of the announcement, Kadeem?
I felt like it was always going to happen. I think once Aaron Rodgers jumped on the Pat McAfee show and said, "I'm going to be a New York Jet," they would have found a way to get it done. It would have been hilarious if it didn't happen. I think both teams tried to play hardball, but in the end, both teams got what they want. The Packers can move on from the Jets. The Jets have what they believe is the quarterback to take them over the line to essentially end the longest playoff drought in all sports in like North America, something crazy like that.
Something like that. Something like that.
It's mental. It's absolutely
I'll
mental.
say this: if we could pull up the graphic that the NFL posted on their social media, I do respect Aaron Rodgers for not wearing the number 12. He basically said, "Yo, I'm good, man. Like, there's too much history there, and I would never even ask to wear the number 12. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna go with number 8." So shout out to Aaron Rodgers for wearing number 8 instead of number 12. But shout out to the Jets for coming in third place in the AFC East this year, because this ain't gonna be enough. I'm just saying. Like, bro, y'all did all this for third place, and then the NFL posted this picture saying the AFC is loaded with quarterbacks, and then they have Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, but there's no Tua. And I cannot wait, bro. Bro, I'm so happy, Kadeem. I'm so happy that we're back under the radar again. So, there's preseason bets, and we got to get DraftKings Jason back on. But there's preseason bets that people make before the season starts. And I just could not wait to put my bets in because I knew that everyone was going to have us under the radar. And I'm just so ready now. So I'm glad I held out. And we're going to have better odds, but I already misspoke. They're the paper planes. Y'all the paper planes until y'all do something. Straight up.
Yeah, definitely. Before I get to my point, shout out to Philip from the UK WhatsApp group. If you are listening and you're from the UK, we have a UK Dolphins WhatsApp group. We chatting there daily about loads of stuff. So yeah, shout out to Philip. Thanks for joining us. It is 11:15 in the UK, so appreciate you hopping along. And yeah, in terms of the Tua disrespect, I think it's from a personal perspective, and I think it's one of those things which LB says, like, he gets angry when people talk about the Dolphins because like, why are you talking about the Dolphins for? And then he gets angry when people don't speak about the Dolphins. It's like, well, why aren't you speaking about the Dolphins? I think people not rating and respecting Tua right now, and the Dolphins, it's fine. It allows them to go somewhat under the radar, which is ridiculous given the talent on that team. And if the Dolphins somehow manage to become underdogs this season, that's even better. Like, we can, get to our work in silence, not worry about national media until it's like, hold on, it's week 14. The Dolphins are 2 games clear in the AFC East. And it's like, are they really going to win the AFC East? It's like, well, yes, we told you that before Aaron Rodgers made the trade. We told you that before, the Patriots, the Bills, and the Paper Planes drafted anyone. Listen, this team hasn't got worse now that Aaron Rodgers plays in green. Like, no one really cares.
Bro, I'm upset that I called them the Jets instead of the Paper Planes. So like, I should be fine for that. But let's get into this mock draft, man. If anyone who heard the episode of us going live with the mock draft, and then we were invited to a 32 team 7-round mock draft with 32 general managers, and we were the general manager for the Miami Dolphins. We're going 2.0 here, and we had a blast on the last mock, and we're going to pull up. Shout out to Kyle Krabs. He had a big board that he put out on Twitter, and basically it was the non-traditional big board, but he had where the Miami Dolphins players ranked. And if you follow this, it's a little hard to see because it's kind of small, but if you follow a big board and you see where everyone's ranked on the big board, it is some pretty good work. I will hats off to Kyle Krabs for pulling this off. Yeah, I think we should probably retweet this from the Go Time Dolphins and have everybody check it out. And you can see when you're drafting, okay, we already have a player like Raheem Mostert over here. He's a tier 4 running back according to Kyle Krabs. I do disagree with some of these rankings though that Kyle Krabs has. A couple people out of place, but it is a dandy to follow along. And in essence, what you really want is your own big board to follow along, or you could just check out everyone else's. Like, okay, you could check out Kyle Krabs' big board. You could check out Mel Kiper's big board. Check out Charlie Wilson's big board that he brought to the podcast. I don't really have time to put a big board together, but I do put Two Shades 24 out there every year. And this year we had Two Shades 24 2.0. So shout out to IMAX, calling the propellers. They're the paper planes, straight up. But yeah, man. And if you seen the last episode, the last mock that we had, according to Kyle Krabs' big board, we murdered it, bro. Like, we thought we killed it, but just to see his big board and say, yo, that was incredible how y'all pulled that off. We're gonna see if we could duplicate a performance on this episode.
Listen, we always strive to be better here at Go Time Dolphins. Every episode, every day, it's about, getting better and better. Really, 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 really sorry. We are not doing better than that last draft. It's impossible. Like, it is physical. The only way we do better is if someone before the draft starts offers us the second overall pick for next year's 7th round pick, and then we turn that into something absolutely amazing. Like, outside of that, it's not going to happen. So, listen, we're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves. I am not going to cancel the draft and, have to start again. Happened once, but again, it happened, and we managed to hit out of the park for a home run. So,
hey, you know what I think we should do, Kadeem? Let's see if we could trade Cedric Wilson for a 5th to Dallas. And what we'll do is, can we initiate a trade, or can we only receive trades on this simulator?
We can initiate a trade. It's essentially whether the team accepts it. So, like, there's nothing stopping us from trading like next year's first round pick.
Yeah. So obviously what we'll do is next year's first will be basically a placeholder for Cedric Wilson, and we'll trade Cedric Wilson to the Cowboys for a 5th round pick. 169 overall. Then we'll go to 2024.
1-for-1 trades are not allowed.
Let's throw another 24 for us in there.
Too much.
I would have said a 7th. What are they talking about?
They're still saying too much.
Not enough. That's what it say.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. So a first, essentially,
in essence, it's just Cedric Wilson for this 5th round. That's it.
Yeah.
This year's 5th round to Dallas. Yeah, go ahead. Did it go through? Did it process?
Finding out.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't think it did.
So it's been accepted on both sides. I pressed trade.
At least it didn't start it over, and at least we didn't start the draft either.
No.
So
maybe once it starts, it will go through.
It's all right. Even if we don't get it, we could still manufacture some more picks. But
cool.
Let's get it started. Let's see where we end up, and let's see what the comments say about what we need to target in the draft. Let us know where we need to comment in the draft, y'all.
100%. Oh, wait. We cannot start the draft. I'm not in GM mode. Give me 2 secs.
This guy said I'm not in GM mode. IMAX said he missed the second draft, but episode 315, 3-0 lineman, a tight end, a linebacker, and a running back. Yeah, man. Like, I loved it too, bro.
What do you think? GM mode?
Kadeem done got put on his suit with the crushed velvet red on. Like, is that what we doing, Kadeem?
They get some more light on me. Yeah, I like that.
Kadeem has thrown on a suit jacket, bro. It's crushed velvet. Like, it almost has it looks like it's suede over the Jalen Waddle Vice City jersey, GM mode. You know what? If I wish I would have got the memo, Kadeem.
Listen, I think I'm taking the role of Chris Greer today, but it's all good. It's all good. Right, let's start this draft, and hopefully you can keep along. Essentially, hope you can keep up. We'll try and say the big ones like Bryce Young going, Devin Witherspoon going. Is there anyone who, I guess, like BJ Robinson's gone? Who else? I can't imagine anyone massive leaves. Joe Porter Jr. just gone. We are in pick 21 in the first round.
Yeah, in real life, I would like to think Darnell Wright wouldn't make it to us, but he's a natural right tackle. Not the best scheme fit, but and if you're going back to that big board that we showed, I don't know if you can hear that. That was a helicopter flying over the crib. But
I did actually,
yeah, it shook the crib too. I'm like, dang, that's pretty close. But DeJuan Jones is an interesting name because people are all over the place, and just like Owine said, someone that could go 20 in the first round of the draft at the 20th pick can probably go the 40th pick of the second round too, because of everyone feels. But we landed on pick 51, and we were offered.
Before we go there, we have a member of the Paper Planes in the chat. Shout out to the Jet Show. He says, I can't wait to see our first matchup. Jets, Dolphins are the 2 top teams in our division.
Yo, shout out to the Jet Show. I think we were supposed to chop it up with you last season and try to get you on. So maybe we'll come over to the platform. Maybe you could come over to us and we'll talk about the rivalry. But it's not even a Jet Show. It's the Paper Plane Show. Y'all don't even get called Jets on this show. So shout out to the Paper Planes. I see y'all got your little quarterback for a year and a half. Let's see how long it works and how good it works. But appreciate you rocking with us, man. For real.
100%. Thanks for joining. Yeah, you come into Hard Rock Stadium, there's going to be some negative chance. But so you were saying we got our first trade offer.
Yeah, so it landed on 51. Let's see who went a couple picks before us.
So I will do this as slowly as possible. I don't like
Julius
this.
Brents and Jack Campbell went right before us.
DeJuan Jones went.
VJ Ojulari. So yeah, we're all right. Let's see who we got available. at 51.
Darnell Washington's gone as well. And
Mhm.
Jameer Gibbs went the back of the first to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Cam Smith out of there. Jameer Gibbs went to the Eagles. So if Jameer Smith went, you already know that Bijan Robinson went. Keely Ringo is looking us right in the face. I'm not high on Keely Ringo like everyone else is. But let's see what interior O-line looks like, Kadeem.
Interior O-line. Joe Tippmann, Luke Weipler, Andrew Voorhees. Andrew Voorhees made two Shays 24. So definitely one to look out for. While you I said, what's your thought process behind interior O-line? I'm going to try and try and make the trade to the Cowboys once again.
So I will say the interior O-line, we had Joe Tippmann right there and Luke Whippler. With Luke Whippler being on the board, he's a center. There's a chance we could get Luke Whippler in the 3rd round at pick 84 in real life, but with this draft simulator, you never know. So we'll see what it looks like. But with Joe Tippmann there, I'm okay with taking Joe Tippmann right now at this pick at pick 51. But before we take the pick at pick 51, we're gonna see what I think Houston just offered us a trade. So I want to see what Houston is saying. And if Houston is not talking about nothing, I'm okay with taking Joe Tippmann right here.
So Houston's trade is we send them pick 51 in the 2nd round, and they give us a 3rd round pick 65, which is essentially 14 picks behind where we are now, and then 2 6th round picks, which I'm not a fan of dropping that far back, to be honest.
So we'll swap picks at 51 and 65, in essence, giving us a 3rd round at 65, a 3rd round at 84, but then we'll have 2 additional 6th round picks. But Kadeem left out the 2024 4th round pick.
Yeah, so
now that's still not enough for me. Again, we mentioned win now, and 2 6th round picks this year that might not even make the team, might not even make the practice squad, and a 4th round pick from next year. 4th round pick probably isn't even going to start next year. So for us to move back to 65, maybe we could have countered. I mean, Houston's loaded with picks. Maybe we could have countered and said, hey, we're not trying to move back to 65, bro. Y'all not giving us enough. Y'all have multiple picks. Like maybe we could do a 3rd and a 4th. That might work. But even still, I would prefer to go Joe Tippmann here. But let's see who's that right tackle. Who's at tackle?
Who is at tackle? Matthew Bergeron, Blake Freeland are the 2 standout names, as is Tyler Steen and Nick Sardiveri. And my favorite player in this draft, outside of Kadeem Telfer, Ranya Morris from Oklahoma, because I believe he shares a name with the guy from Boys to Men.
So Morris will be there in the 3rd round. Jalen Duncan is solid. And if you just look at Blake Freeland, Jalen Duncan, Tyler Steen, I still think there's a chance we could grab one of those at 84 too. So right now it's looking like we're going to go interior O-line with Joe Tippmann, the tallest center in a draft that could play both guards. So if the Dolphins draft him this year, he will play left guard and Connor Williams will start at center. And then you have friend of the podcast, Robert Hunt at right guard. And then your interior O-line is solid. So
what about Clark Phillips, the 3rd at pick 51?
I like, bro, Clark Phillips, 2 Shays 24, Clark Phillips is probably my favorite, like one of my favorite players in the draft. However, knowing we can go Joe Tippmann here at 52 and then potentially double down on the O-line at 84 because of how many more people are available right now, it's just something I have to eat. Like, yo, I love Clark Phillips in his draft, but to have a interior O-line help and then an additional tackle if they're available, I can't like look past that. So again, I would lean towards Joe Tippmann. Let's see what we get with 84. And if Clark Phillips just happened to slide, that's a harder conversation we have to have. But I don't. You go with a bird in the hand. Y'all say that in England? Bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush.
I wouldn't say no. I know we got a few. I know we got a few UK people in the chat. Hannah Montana, Philip, if you're still here, let us know if that's something we say in the UK, because it's something I've never said in my whole entire life.
A bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. You never heard of that, Kadeem?
I've heard of like something is worth more than two. I just don't know if it's ever been a bird in the hand is worth more than two in a bush. Like, it sounds kind of freaky. But anyway, if you want to pick up the phone to Joe, give him a call, let him know he's coming to play in Miami, and we can make the pick.
Joe Tippmann's a Miami Dolphin. Give me a second. Hey Joe. Yeah, this is Charlie Touche, general manager for the Go Time Dolphins. How you doing, buddy? Charlie Touche, general manager, Go Time Dolphins. No, Kadeem Simmons. He's. I'll let you talk to the Kadeem in a second, but yeah. Touche's 24. No, you weren't on Touche's 24, but we still rock with you here on Go Time Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? You weren't on Touche's 24, Joe, because I think you're better than all those people who were on Touche's 24. So that's the only reason you weren't on Touche's 24, man. But I just wanted to call you and tell you that you're a Miami Dolphin now. And here goes Kadeem Simmons. Congratulations, bro.
Joe, tonight's your night. Have an amazing time partying with your friends, with your family. I know the kind of dude you are. I know you'll be willing to work tomorrow. What I will say is take tomorrow as well. Spend it with your family, because your whole life is about to change. Visit friends. Essentially enjoy your last day of not being a Miami Dolphin. Because from here on out, we've got Super Bowl to win this year. We feel you will play a major part in that, and we look forward to seeing you in the building. I know Mike McDaniel is going to give you a call later. When he does, you've seen Mike. You know his jokes. You guys are going to get along so well, and same with you and Tua. But we shall speak to you shortly. We've got some, finding some rookies to play with. So Joe Tippmann, welcome to Miami.
Clap it up for Joe Tippmann. Joe Tippmann. Hey, shout out to Moya TV. Allegedly, DeJuan Jones was asked, what made you want to play football? And he responded, allegedly, the only reason I play football is because I can't play basketball. And then Moya TV said he'll pass on that. So I cannot confirm or deny that DeJuan Jones said that, but his size was a no for me. It's just I feel like he's trending towards the wrong direction. And maybe if he gets X amount of millions of dollars, he might just say, you know what? I'm clocking out early. Thanks for the bag. I'm retiring. And I really don't want that on my watch for a second round pick. So I took DeJuan Jones out off of Touche's 24 and off of my big board. I'm just afraid of him.
He sounds like, I don't want to label him a bust because he hasn't played a single snap in the NFL, but he sounds like someone who you're going to get him into the building and you're always going to have to question whether he really loves football, have to really, really keep an eye on him. And, some players do need that, but if you're trying to win a ring, win divisions, kind of need everyone pulling in the same direction. And again, it's harsh for me to say that given never met the guy, don't know what he's like, don't know what he's, he might be someone who actually, when he gets drafted, he's going to actually realize, you know what, this is a massive opportunity. I can't let this pass. But you don't want to see anyone go down the route of Isaiah Wilson, former Tennessee Titan, once a Miami Dolphin, and his career looks like it's already over.
Incredible talent in Isaiah Wilson. That was a good, I don't want to say good comparison, but that was a good name to throw out there. But again, we don't know if DeJuan Jones said that or not. But I will say, when Kadeem said you want everyone pulling in the same direction, bro, I want people to come on the team and say, I waited my whole life to play football in the NFL, or I waited my whole life to be a game away from the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need people to want football in an unhealthy way. Like, yo, I need to have football in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So we ended up on pick 84. We have Joe Tippmann in the bag. He's getting on the plane, meet us in Miami. And we were hit with a trade offer at 84. Kadeem, what's the trade offer we got?
It's pick 84, and we send that to the Ravens for a 3rd round pick and a 6th round pick in 2024. So essentially move out the 3rd round entirely and pick up 2 picks next year.
So Ravens is only offering a 6th round pick. Matter of fact, those are 2024 picks. So yeah, we're not even getting a 2023 offer. Like, yo, y'all just move out the 3rd round and have fun next year in the draft. Like, now that's a no. It's a no for me, dogs. I think it was a no from someone else. IMAX said it in the comments too. What else we got? We got another trade offer up there.
Yep, we have the Cowboys pick 84 for pick 212 in the 6th round, a 3rd round pick next year, and a 5th round pick next year.
So in essence, move back to the 6th round for us, and we're going to give you a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick next year in the draft. That's another no for me, and that's not even hard. We got another trade.
Yeah,
as we cipher through these trades.
Looking at something quickly. This is from the Kansas City Chiefs. Pick 84 for pick 122, which is in the 4th round. Pick 249 in the 7th round, and then a 3rd round pick in 2024.
So far, this is the best out of the offers. They're only asking us to move back out of the 3rd round to go to the 4th round, but then they'll give us a 7th, but also give us a 3rd round next year. That's cool. It's better than the previous 2 offers, but this doesn't help us win this year, and we need to win this year. What else we got?
Next up, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. They are offering for pick 84, pick 131, which is in the 4th round, and then a 2024 3rd round pick.
Well, the comments going off. I like it. So another one that's not terrible is offering us a 3rd round pick next year to move back to the 4th round this year. Not terrible, but I'm gonna say no to it. Now, in real life, we would see what this board looks like, but I'm already looking at someone who I want to take, and the fact that this person is there, I don't want to take this trade and move back to 131 when we're sitting at 84, even though we would get a 3rd round pick next year. So we would see what the board looked like, and if no one was there for us, then yeah, I would say, all right, let's move out of here and get some compensation later. But then the New York Giants just hit us up and said, hey, Miami, we really like pick 84. Kadeem, tell us the details.
So the Giants are offering pick 84. So the Giants want pick 84 and are offering pick 89. On top of that, pick 160 in the 5th round, pick 240 in the 7th round, pick 243 in the 7th round, a 6th round pick next year, and a 7th round pick next year. And before we get to that, shout out to Miami Sports Music. What's up? Let's go. Says you guys are great. And he just retweeted our Twitter link, Miami Sports Music. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate that. Yeah, we see you on social media. Keep doing what you're doing over here. You know, Miami, you know, all content is amazing content. And yeah, thanks for hopping in and saying hi.
Appreciate you. And by the way, anybody watching on Twitter, if you're watching on Twitter, come on over to YouTube and comment on YouTube just because. That's all I'm saying. So you already.
Apologies. It's Stephen. And I believe we are on Stephen's show on Friday, if I've got the correct Stephen. So we are going live on, yep, he just said it. Hope to see you on the live stream on Friday night for the draft. So
you know, it's funny. What if it wasn't Stephen? You just booked us a date for like another live show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll be on Miami Sports Music. We'll be on Steven's show live during the draft. We got multiple draft streams going on, but we appreciate the invite too, Steve. So for sure. But this Giants trade offer tells us, hey, if you move back 5 spaces in the draft, we will give you a 5th round pick this year and 2 7ths this year, a 6th round and a 7th next year. A lot of that is just fluff. We don't need 3 7th round picks and a 6th. But the fact that they're going to give us this additional 160, I like it. So I think this is a no-brainer for us, Kadeem. I'm open to this. But before we accept this, let's see who's on the board right now before we move back 5 spaces and get this additional 5th round pick.
So I'm going very slowly. Perfect. Let's have a look. Blake Freeman is off the board. Anyone else who springs to mind? Luke Wypler went to Tennessee. A couple of picks before us, which isn't ideal. I haven't seen any tight ends go.
Who's available?
Let's have a look. At linebacker.
Hold on. I just seen Tui Pelotu just went to. So linebackers available. We got Henry. You know what? I need to brush up on my Samoan last names because this is 100%. A difficult one. 20202, I think it's pronounced. Like, I really wish Tilly was in the building for that one. Noah Sewell is available. Let's go to tackle. See who's available at tackle.
At tackle, Tyler Steen's still there.
Oh, Tyler Steen.
My boy Randy Morris from Boys to Men is still there.
This is interesting. What's running back look like, Kadeem?
Running back.
Devon A-Chain, Tajay Spears at the top. Israel Abanikanda. Abanikanda is his name. I just like saying Abanikanda because Wakanda forever. And lastly, let's go to interior O-line and see what we have there. So, all right, so just Andrew Voorhees and Emil from Alabama. That's plenty. That's more than 5 people that we will be interested in. So if we move back 5 spots, we still have some options left, like Tariq Stevenson, Luke Schoonmaker. I keep calling him Schoonmaker for whatever reason. Zach Kuntz is there. Brenton Strange. Sam Laporta at the top. We have plenty of options to move back 5 spots to get a decent pick at pick 84. And I with all conviction, believe we'll pick up a starter at pick 84. So we're going to take this trade from the Giants, move back 5 spots, then add a 5th round pick this year, 2 7th round picks this year, a 6th round pick next year, and a 7th round pick next year as well. A lot of fluff and stuff going on in that. But here we are. We just landed on pick 89. It's time to pick at 89. And let's see who's available before we go through what's on our screen right now, Kadeem.
Again, shout out to Miami Sports Music, to Stephen. He said it's pronounced Tua. So
really?
That's great. Perfect.
Henry Tua. All right. That's what's up. Yeah. Allegedly, hopefully it's Henry Tua. But so let's see who's available before we go what's on the screen right now, Kadeem.
So this is our traded pick we just acquired from the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
The LA Rams are offering pick 177, and then in next year's draft, a 3rd round pick, a 5th round pick, and a 6th round pick. The Jacksonville Jaguars are offering pick 202 in the 6th round, as well as a 3rd and a 5th next year. We have the Buffalo Bills, who are asking us to go back 2 spaces to 91 and giving us an additional 5th rounder at 137.
This year, 5th round.
This year. The Cowboys, the Seahawks are asking us to go back to 154 and also giving us a 3rd, 4th, and 7th round next year.
Just keep in mind we're at 89 right now. So they're telling us to move back to 154. That's the 5th round.
And then the Washington Commanders are asking us to move back from 89 to pick 97, and then on top of that, a 6th and 7th round this year, and 8 2024 fourth round picks. Also, sorry, one more. The San Francisco 49ers are offering us to go back from 89 to pick 99 in the third round, pick 102 in the third round, pick 164 in the fifth, and pick 255 in the seventh.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with you. There are only 2 real trades that Kadeem just offered, but I need to see who's available before we consider a trade.
So I believe Sam Laporta was the only person who we mentioned previously and got taken.
He went to the Chargers.
Yeah.
He's going to be catching passes from Justin Herbert.
So yeah, apart from that, everyone else we mentioned is still on the board.
Well, Tyreek Stevenson, corner from the Miami Hurricanes, got taken like 1 pick in front of us. So all right, so Luke Shoemaker is there. I believe he's a starter for the Dolphins. Zach Kuntz is there. Not my favorite tight end, but Brenton Strange is there. We already know how I feel about Brenton Strange. In my opinion, in real life, I don't think Brenton Strange will be there at 84 in real life. And actually, this is 89. I don't think Brenton Strange is there at 89 in real life. What does corner look like, Kadeem?
Corner, that's what corner looks like.
Jalen Jones, all right, yeah. Terrell Smith, nothing. None of these boys are starters. So if we go back to the trade, Kadeem, and pull up the Bills asked us to move back 2 spots, and they will give us a 5th round pick this year. There are more than enough tight ends on the board to move back 2 spots to replace Mike Gesicki and then add an additional 5th round pick. But if we go to the Niners trade, Kadeem, the Niners offered us to move back 10 spots, and then they'll throw an additional 3rd round pick at 102. So if we move back to 99 for the Niners, they're going to give us 102, which is a 3rd round pick, 164, which is a 5th round pick, and 255, which is a 7th. And I don't know who just said it in the comments, but I think that's the way to go, Kadeem. There are people available. I think we could get a starting tight end at 99 and be happy with it. And then potentially, my thought process now would be to see if we could go to interior O-line. Let me see something real quick. Interior O-line, who's available? So Andrew Voorhees, and I just want to, I need to preface my comments. Andrew Voorhees is a starting guard from USC. However, Andrew Voorhees tore his ACL at the combine this year. So he's going to be out the whole season. Not only did he tear his ACL at the combine, he still kept like doing the drills. Like, yo, I got to put it on tape. So he tore his ACL, Kadeem, and then continued to put up the most bench press reps of the combine this year. Go figure. Shout out to Andrew Voorhees. We do not have to take him here, but if we take that Niners pick, Kadeem, I think there's a chance we can pick at 99 a tight end and then pick Andrew Voorhees at 102 and then redshirt Andrew Voorhees, and now we have another starting guard or interior O-lineman on the line. So imagine you have Joe Tippmann, Andrew Voorhees, and friend of the podcast, Robert Hunt, along with Connor Williams, which obviously we pay Connor Williams, but that's enough. That's depth on that O-line. And if we so choose to let Connor Williams go after that, Joe Tippmann would be center. And let's see if we can land Andrew Voorhees at 102. But I think we should accept this Niners trade, move back to 99, add 99, 102, and a couple late round picks and see what happens.
Yeah, shout out to Hammer. Hug smash that like button. We appreciate that. And yeah, we did like slyly announce we were going live this evening. We are definitely going live for day 2 of the NFL draft and day 3, and then going live a lot more. I'll let you read into that what you will. But again, turn on notifications once you subscribe so you know when we're going live, and we will try and post the live episodes or schedule them as early as possible so people understand. But yeah, I think the 49ers offer is a no-brainer. You might miss out on maybe one or two tight ends, maybe one player, but again, the ability to essentially, from what only looked like, what only was 2 picks in the top 102, essentially. I think they were like 4 or 5. That's the Dolphins can't pass up the opportunity. So,
and I like these third round picks. At least half of them are going to be starters for the Dolphins, because your tight ends aren't the best right now. So whatever tight end you're going to get, you're going to like them to start for the Miami Dolphins. So we accepted the Niners trade, moved back 10 spots. We're hoping that our tight end would be there. And if we could get 99 and get our tight end, and then at 102, we could get Voorhees. That would be my thought process. Before you take a tight end, Kadeem, what's that receiver right
now? Jonathan Mingo of Touche24. Was Parker Washington Touche24 as well?
Yeah, Parker Washington is ranked like 127 overall. We're only at pick 99. He still have some time. But Parker Washington is a smaller receiver. If we were going to go Parker Washington later in the draft, that's like basically replacing Braxton Berrios. We don't need all that right now. You could probably find something like that in every draft. But Jonathan Mingo, it's someone who, if you look on everyone's draft boards, he can go anywhere from the 2nd round to the 5th round of the draft. I do not believe Jonathan Mingo's getting past the 3rd round, in my opinion. He has a foot injury, and he's injury. I hate using the word injury prone, but he's had some injuries, and that's why he might slide down the board. But he is a true X receiver in the NFL. If you look at the Dolphins, we don't have a big body 6'2", 225 receiver on the team, and that would be Jonathan Mingo. And to see 225, 6'2" going in motion, playing that Trent Sherfield role, bro. Yeah, I was going to say something, but that is a dream right there. So we're not going to go Jonathan Mingo here. We're going to go with a need, and I'll let you pick the tight end that you want, Kadeem.
If this was real life, I would go Brenton Strange. I feel because in our last mock we went Brenton Strange, I kind of want to mix it up. But I also really want to take Brenton Strange because he's Brenton Strange, and it's one of those picks where if the Dolphins make it in real life, everyone's going to go, well, of course they did, given how much Mike McDaniel, is a fan of his. You also happened at the Penn State. It's Penn State, right, isn't it? Yeah, the Penn State open day. There's a few players in this draft, so it's just like, yeah, this is the pick. If you saw us on our second live show on Friday in the 32 GM mock, the reaction from the Bills people when you made the Brenton Strange pick kind of tells you everything you need to know about Brenton Strange. So I'm happy to go with Schoonmaker to mix it up, but I'm also happy to go with Brenton Strange because it's a pick you can't really pass up.
It's on you. I chose Titman. I'll let the code DM go real quick. What you got?
Comments. People in the comments. Let us know. Schoonmaker or Brenton Strange. Also, shout out to Joe Levesque, aka Triple H's brother.
And you know what's funny about this? In that draft where we sniped the Buffalo Bills, we sniped Brenton Strange. We double dipped the chip in that draft, Kadeem, and we took them both.
Yep.
That's how much we think Schoonmaker and Strange are gonna translate into the NFL. We like them both, and in my own opinion, both of them are on Touche24, and both of them will be quality starters for the Dolphins. But I think it's a unanimous decision. Honestly, in the comments, I think we're going Strange, Kadeem.
Yeah, I do have to ask to Hannah Montana, why have you picked Strange? What have you seen from Brenton Strange tape which makes you want to go, hey, let's go with Brenton Strange? I'm intrigued by that. But yeah.
She's going to say he's cute. Then what you going to do, Kadeem?
Ask my ring back. What else am I going to do? In that situation, what else can I do? Yeah. So, yeah, let's go let's go Brenton Strange. Do you want to give him a call?
Nah, you call him because that was your boy.
It's ringing.
It's ringing. Yo, we're like 55 minutes into the episode and it's ringing.
Oh, he's having a party. Hello, Dr. Strange. Yes, new nickname. It's Kadeem Simmons here from the Miami Dolphins. That's what we do over here. I give people nicknames. Hope you're having a great evening. Here to make your evening even better. We are selecting you with pick 99 in the 2023 NFL draft. How to make you feel? Yeah, I agree. When McDaniel spoke to you, it seemed like a no-brainer. He cannot wait to have you in the building. You've got some big shoes to fill. You know, a former tight end from Penn State just left. I'm pretty sure you know all about him. But I'm gonna pass you over to my co-GM Charlie Touche, and yeah, we are so proud to have you as a Miami Dolphin, and we can't wait to work with you.
Hey, Strange. Yeah, man, Charlie Touche, bro. Yeah, you're on my Touche's 24. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. We believe in you here, bro. That's why. Say it again. Yeah, for sure. Hey, I think we're gonna go a year without anyone wearing 88. So I don't know if you can have 88, especially as a tight end, but we can work out 87 for you. Oh, that's Durham Smart. Or is Durham Smart 87 or 86, Kadeem?
Dude, how do we not know what our players wear?
Hey, Strange, but hey, we'll work it out, bro. Maybe we can give you Agent Zero because
He's 81 and Braxton Ballas is number 0.
Yeah, Braxton Burrow is number 0, but I like 0 on a bigger body, so maybe we could have like a dart competition. Y'all throw darts for number 0 or something. All right, yeah, man, we gotta get back to the draft though, bro. All right, enjoy. My bad, Kadeem.
No worries. Did you ask about Hannah Montana?
Yeah, we seen Hannah. Oh, I didn't ask him about Hannah. Yo, I feel like you're supposed to ask him about Hannah Montana. Like, why am I asking him about Hannah Montana? So we picked up Strange. We picked up Joe Tippmann, and 2 spots later, or what was it? How many spots? How far back did we go?
From 99 to 102.
It was 99.
Yeah, 99.
So we moved back 3 spots, and now we're hit with a trade offer to move back to the 4th round from the Chargers and add an additional 5th. Walk us through what these trades, Kadeem.
So as you just mentioned, the Chargers are offering pick 125 and pick 156, which is in the 5th round for pick 102. The Jacksonville Jaguars are offering pick 121, which is in the 4th round, pick 226 in the 7th round, a 4th and 2/6 next year for pick 102. The Houston Texans are offering pick 104, so 2 spots from where we are now. Pick 161, which is in the 5th round. Pick 259, which is in the 7th round, and then a 2024 6th round pick for pick 102. And then the Green Bay Packers, having just lost Aaron Rodgers, are offering us pick 116 in the 4th round and pick 207 in the 6th round for pick 102. And then finally, Washington are offering us pick 118 in the 4th round, pick 150 in the 5th round, and pick 233 in the 7th round for pick 102.
Shout out to Randy Jackson from American Idol. It's a no for me, dogs. All of these. I'm gonna take my 2nd, 3rd round pick in this draft. And I think we could walk away with 2 starters and pick at 102. What you think, Kadeem? And what do y'all got? What do you guys think in the comments? Do you think we should trade back one more time? I think going from 102 to 104 and adding a 5th round pick and then a 7th and a 6th next year, that's cool. But do we want to see what's on the board?
I definitely think we should see what's on the board. Again, the Texans pick is the one I'm most leaning towards. Again, you really are kind of getting to the point now where these extra 5th, 6th, and 7th really don't mean much. However, if Touche's 24 goes the right way, and there's no reason why you can't pick up, essentially very cheap depth in in these rounds. And again, you could stash them on the practice squad if need be. You know, essentially, the more, in my opinion, the more opportunity to find a potential Kader Kohu, you know, in these later rounds, you can't go wrong. The worst case scenario is these fifth, sixth, and seventh round picks don't go to plan, but they're fifth, sixth, and seventh round picks.
Go to tackle. See who's available at tackle.
Tyler Steen's right there.
Tyler Steen. If you guys remember Tyler Steen is a left tackle from Alabama, and that should say it in itself. Like, he should pan out in the NFL. Not saying that it's a guarantee, but in my opinion, he will pan out in the NFL. Especially, he's going to start for a team this year. Is he going to be like a top 10 tackle in the league? I doubt that, but he will start this year in the league. Now, he can't move to right tackle, Tyler Steen. But in my opinion, what you do if the Dolphins were to draft Tyler Steen is you redshirt him and you sit him behind Teron Armstead, knowing Teron Armstead cannot stay healthy. And then now you have quality depth behind Armstead. You have Tyler Steen, that's a starter. We don't have to take him here. We can move back 2 spots and hopefully he's there. But let's go to interior O-line.
Also, shout out to Hannah Montana. Like, I know you can hear us. Doesn't mean we're not going to speak about you. That's just the way it is. Like, deal with it. So tight end is no. What'd you say?
Interior O-line.
Interior O-line. So apologies.
So Andrew Voorhees is still there, and if we move back 2 spots, that lets us know now we can either grab Andrew Voorhees. Chances are we could grab Andrew Voorhees and redshirt him, or we could grab Tyler Steen and redshirt him. I also seen Jonathan Mingo, a receiver, not a need, but it would be a really good luxury, because one day we're going to look back at this mock draft and y'all going to be like, yo, who had Jonathan Mingo being such a good player? And then we could say Charlie Touche did. But for this mock, if for whatever reason, someone who's moving up the 102?
The Houston Texans.
If the Texans move up the 102 to take Tyler Steen, and then the Bears take Andrew Voorhees because they need O-line help, I'm looking at Jonathan Mingo. But I seen Tajay Spears there. Let's go ahead and take the trade, Kadeem. Move back 2 spots, gain a 5th round pick, gain a 7th round pick, and a 6th round next year. A lot of those are just, I don't want to say formalities, but again, fluff. But let's see what we get.
So who goes? Texans take Schoonmaker, and then Chicago take Smith, the cornerback. And we have one last trade offer from the Saints. They want us to move back to pick 115 and give us pick 165 in return for pick 104.
So move back 11 spots and get an extra 5th round pick. I'm not feeling it. I really need to take I need to take depth here. I need to take a real player here that I think can start. If it's not Andrew Voorhees to redshirt for next year, we know Tyler Steen. Steen's still here?
Yeah, he wasn't taken.
So we know Steen's there. Tyler Steen is there. He right now, that might be my pick. Let's go to running back, Kadeem.
Can I just say as well, before we look at who we're taking, we entered this draft with 4 picks. We've picked 2 players, and we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 picks left.
So in real life, I will say this: in real life, we have like 4 6th round picks and like 2 7th round picks. We're just throwing darts at the board now. Hopefully one hits. And I'll be real with you, Kadeem. With people like Robert Jones and some of the old linemen that we can't even name, what's Cotton's first name that started for the Dolphins, that came in for the Dolphins?
I was gonna say Tony Cotton, but
it wasn't Tony.
Nah,
it was a dude named Cotton, came in for the O-line, right? When you're shuffling through O-line pieces like that, I am confident that Lester Cotton, this is exactly who it was. When you had, and no knock to Lester Cotton, you're an NFL player. Shout out to you. But when you have Cotton and Robert Joneses of the world and some of these DBs that we can't even name right now, these 6th and 7th round picks, they would definitely push the bubble players. So we're not just going to minimize the 6th and 7th round picks, but at the same time, this next pick, Brenton Strange and Joe Tippmann are most likely the only starters on this draft board, unless you get lucky at 160 and 161 and land a running back. But we'll see what happens. Zach Evans is looking us in the face. In real life, the Dolphins visited Zach Evans, and he's a possibility for the Dolphins at running back. So we're going to pick here, Kadeem?
Yeah, I say we go Tyler Steen for 2 reasons. One, we can sit in behind Teron Armstead, knowing full well he's probably going to have to see some action this season because Teron Armstead can't stay healthy, and you kind of know that. Also, a friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, is a free agent in the summer. And Tyler Steen's ability to play left tackle kind of means that the Dolphins hopefully have their potential, left tackle of the future already on board. And you can, if Jackson doesn't pan out this year, you aren't scrambling in the draft, to try and find a tackle. Now, obviously, Jackson plays right tackle, can play left tackle. Steen, like you said, plays left tackle. I just think Steen makes a lot of sense. But Hammer says Voorhees. Voorhees is a beast. I think with both picks, you can't really go wrong.
All right, so go ahead. My bad.
I'm just looking at trying to find depth for Teron Armstead at the moment.
All right, so you got some good points. We're not going wrong with this pick. Steen we can supplement, off the bat. You could go Steen and back up Armstead, because we don't think Armstead's going to make every start. So now you still have quality starting depth on the O-line right now. But something you said, Kadeem, was interesting. The Dolphins have not exercised, friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson's 5th-year option. So because they didn't exercise his 5th-year option yet, it means this could be a contract year. And if this is a contract year and we do move on from friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, we need another tackle. But another thing to consider is, what if Armstead doesn't stay healthy this year and we need 2 tackles? So now if you do get Steen, you still only need 1 tackle. But with Voorhees, on the other hand, bro, Voorhees, Tippmann, and friend of the podcast, Robert Hunt, that's solid. And then you still have Connor Williams in there. So I want to be very clear. None of those 4 are tackles at all. So it's not like you're going to say, oh, well, let's kick Tippmann out the tackle, or let's kick Williams out the tackle, or Voorhees out the tackle. You're not going to do that. And we know how we feel about Robert Hunt at tackle. All of these are all interior O linemen. Tippmann is a center. Connor Williams is a center. Both of those boys could play guard. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's with this one. They're both solid picks. If we go Tyler Steen to back up Armstead, I'm with it. If we go Voorhees to sit him a year, that means we can move on from Connor Williams when his contract expires, and we save money there. So
I was going to say, given we have 10 picks left, in real life, if the Dolphins end up with 10 picks in the situation, you take either one of Steen or Voorhees, and you call up whoever's at 105, 106, 107, and you send a bunch of those picks, and you essentially go and move up. So
yeah,
I would try that now, but obviously we tried it with a Cowboys pick, and it didn't happen.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm dead serious when I say this. Voorhees is a starter. He's gonna be like, well, they're not gonna give it to him, but he could be most the comeback player of the year when he comes back and starts next year. But I will say that I agree with you, Hammer. He said Voorhees is the top 15 in the guard when he plays. I agree 100%. But the Dolphins have guards, and here's my thing: we're slim at tackle, so we're gonna go Tyler Steen, and here's why. There's a chance we might be able to pick up Braden Daniels later in the draft, a good quality backup swing player. He's not a tackle; he's an interior offensive lineman. Then there's also City Sal later that you hope you can find, and he's listed as a tackle, but he'll translate as a guard in the NFL. Then you also have Juice Scruggs. Juice Scruggs is a interior O lineman. So let's take Steen, play it safe, and we have our backup left tackle of the future now. And once we move on from Teron Armstead, we have a surefire starter in Tyler Steen. And all we have to do, if friend of the podcast, Austin Jackson, doesn't work out, is get a right tackle.
Just want to give Steen a call. This is your pick.
Tyler Steen. Yes, sir. You got a 13-hour drive from Tuscaloosa to Miami. Oh, yeah, you're already in Florida? Yeah, but I miss fishing. You was fishing? You catch anything? Yeah, but we caught you, man. You the big fish on this team, bro. Here goes Kadeem Simmons.
I'll keep this one brief. Are you in any way related to Kevin Steen, aka Kevin Owens, the WWE wrestler? If not, I recommend you go and get his old wrestling T-shirt, which said "Kill Steen, Kill," because you're gonna dominate the offensive line over the next few years in Miami. So, can't wait to see you. And I apologize for all the wrestling references. I'm sure Mike McDaniel will make a lot of nerdy jokes as well. So that's what you're going to look forward to Miami, where the jokers, Chris and Charlie are the serious guys. So, it balances itself out really well. But yeah, appreciate you. Can't wait to see you in Miami. You can have an amazing time.
Hey, so IMAX said Armstead misses games every year. How will that help us this year? I agree with you. Since we know, you could go ahead and take Steen. Yeah. But since Armstead is going to miss a game, at least we have his replacement ready to go. And again, we're trying to win this year. Voorhees says everything about the future. It doesn't say now. It's unfortunate. Would have been nice to have them both. But we're doing good. We have 3 starters like we thought we would. And just to give you a little foreshadowing before we end the draft and tell you how good the simulator said we did, Tyler Steen at pick 104 was graded as an A+ pick, the best pick we've had so far in the draft. So that kind of tells you that at least the simulator thinks we did the right thing right there.
Jonathan Mingo has been taken. I'm looking at the draft. Noah Sewell just got taken, the linebacker. We are picking in 9 picks, and I can tell you, if this person doesn't go in the next 2 picks, we're taking him straight away. We've got some offers. Before we look at the offers, pick 160, interior offensive line, Voorhees is sitting right there.
Yo. So, all right, we're going to be real. Andrew Voorhees fell to, what round is this?
The 4th round, I believe.
Andrew Voorhees.
Oh, sorry, 5th round. 5th round.
Andrew Voorhees in this simulation fell to the 5th round. There's a couple things that we're going to bring up on the Fridays Live that we cannot wait to see. Where does Jonathan Mingo go? Does Clark Phillips III go before the 4th round? Because remember, he fell to us and he was 1 pick. He went 1 pick ahead of us. And then there's a couple other things y'all got to tune in for. Like, hey, where's this player go? We're gonna highlight a couple players and see where they went. This one, in my opinion, it's possible that teams are like, yo, he's not playing this year. He's a red shirt. But we're going to pull the trigger. Now, the Rams are saying there's a trade up here. And you want to tell us what this trade is, Kadeem?
Yeah, so I'll quickly flick through the trades. The Rams want us to move back 7 places and give us a additional 5th and 7th next year. The Raiders want us to move back 14 places and give us an additional 6th and 7th next year. The Bengals want us to move back 3 places and give us a 6th round pick next year. The Jacksonville Jaguars want us to move back to 208 in the 6th round and then give us picks give us next year a 5th and 2 6th round picks. And the Chiefs want us to move back 6 places and give us pick 217 in return. All those sound fine. And again, we're picking essentially back to back with pick 160 and 161. You can roll the dice again, pick up an extra 6th round pick, maybe. I think that's the best one in terms of what we get back this year. And it is the Chiefs, yeah. Move back 6 places and get an extra 6th round pick and essentially pick at 151. Voorhees.
This is a no-brainer for me, bro.
What are you thinking?
Absolutely no-brainer. We're gonna take Andrew Voorhees and have a top 5 O-line next year. Our O-line next year will be a top 5. So Hammer says Voorhees isn't going to take your call because you took Steen over him. He don't know that we were deliberating like this. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know that. So he's just thinking, yo, my NFL career is shot because I tore my ACL in the combine. But little did he know, he's about to make the Pro Bowl in Miami because he's going to be our left guard. Titman's going to be our center. And Robert Hunt is going to be our guard. And the interior O-line of the Miami Dolphins for the next 8 years will be one of the best in the league. So we're going to take Voorhees here.
Hammer called him.
Hey, let me call up Voorhees, man. Go ahead and take him, Kadeem. Hey, Andrew. Yeah, man. Keep your head up, bro. It was heartbreaking to see you tear your ACL in the combine, bro. But just know we had you on our board. We wanted you here in Miami. And the fact that you fell to us, like, we couldn't believe it. Now, we didn't pass up on you 5 times. I mean, it's the 5th round, but hey, you want to play in Miami or not, bro? Like, prove us wrong. Come prove us wrong. Yeah, Kadeem's right here. Kadeem, it's for you.
How many times have you been called Jason after Jason Voorhees, the character from Friday the 13th? No one's ever called you that. Who do you hang around with in school? That's mental. Listen, we've got your hockey mask, we've got your machete, we've got the boiler suit. Like, dude, you're ready to come be a killer in Miami? Not literally. Yeah. Perfect. Listen, you rest up. We've got the best training facilities here in Miami. We're going to get you right. You're an absolute unit. Hammer says, what's up? Listen, Hammer likes to joke around and mess around. Listen, there was no way we took anyone over you. Like, this was always the plan. You know, sometimes, listen, as Drake says, God's plan. So can't wait to see you. Like I said, we got the machete, we got the mask. We'll see you soon. Rest up.
Jason Voorhees, Andrew Voorhees. Gotta love it.
We're back on the board. Pick 161.
So yeah,
sorry.
We had back-to-back picks, 160 and 161 because of the trade, and Tennessee's trying to move up. You want to run through these trades real quick?
Yeah, of course. The Titans are offering nothing this year, a 4th rounder and 2 7th rounders for pick 161. The Bucks offering pick 196 in the 6th round, pick 252 in the 7th round, and a 4th round pick next year for pick 161. And then Kansas City are asking us to move back 5 spots to pick 166, pick 250 in the 7th round, and a 7th round in the next year.
So I'm looking at somebody, Kadeem. Can you go to a running back?
I don't.
Yeah. So now we're all right. Running back's looking a little slim. Although Muhammad Ibrahim is there and Chris Rodriguez Jr. is there, we can get both of them later. Although I don't really want to go that route, but let's go with what are you feeling here, Kadeem? And I'll tell you what I'm feeling afterwards.
Genuinely, moving out of this pick and getting picks next year doesn't sound like a bad idea. Obviously we're in now. If no one really screams at me, oh my days, we must take them. You're moving back, and you know, again, the late round picks, but you never know how that plays out. You can move up, package stuff up, all that kind of stuff. I know Vic Fangio will be like, yo, can I get some players on my defense? So we've had 4 picks. We've picked 3 offensive linemen and a tight end. Depending on how the board looks, you know, I've always been a fan of Ivan Pace Jr. At his pick potentially. I don't know what the corner's looking like, but yeah, maybe no one really.
Jalen Jones is all right, but what's after 164? Because we have 161 now, and this is just for everyone on the audio version. Again, if we could package some of these picks and trade up, or package some of these picks and trade out of the draft entirely to next year, since we're pretty scarce on picks. But at the same time, we're just going to go ahead and take all of these 6th-round picks and 7th-round picks and hope that someone beats out bubble players like third string O-line and backup DBs, and maybe we strike gold here. But
I'll say this now quickly: 6th, 7th round, you take a Jaron Hall if he's still there. Like,
Jaren
okay
Hall's
with that.
not there, Kadeem. I don't have to look. Jaren Hall's not there.
What, as in right now or in the 6th or 7th round?
It's the 5th round, and Jaren Hall better not be there.
He's right there.
All right, that's all. And you know what? Jaren Hall's another player. We're gonna find out if he's there for the Dolphins in the 6th round. He's not gonna be there. He better not be there. But go ahead. You got 161. I'll go with 164.
161. I'm gonna go Ivan Pace Jr.
Linebacker, Cincinnati. Ivan Pace Jr. That's a solid pick, Kadeem, for someone who's in a draft head like us, the rest of us.
Ivan, how you doing? Yeah, I know. Completely shocked, to be honest, that you're still here at this point in the draft. But at this point, we have to take you. Had to bring him to Miami. Vic Fangio literally called me up and said, "Hey, I need this guy in my locker room. I need him in the building." So, hope you're ready to make Vic Fangio proud, make your family proud, make your friends proud. We're playing for a ring this year. You've got a great defense around you: Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, Bradley Phillips, Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer, Channing Tindall from last year, Jerome Baker. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you in Miami. Going to pass you over to Charlie Touche. Charlie's on mute. Is Charlie really on a phone call?
Yeah, I just want to have some private time with IVP. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to say something to him. We had an emotional moment over here, so I had to put it on mute while I was talking to him. But
Apologies.
yeah, man, I appreciate you, Ivan. Remember what we talked about, bro. All right, man. Hug your mom for me. Yep.
Shout out to End of Fire Players, YouTube, fins up. So yeah, Ivan Pace. And I think also very quickly with the Ivan Pace pick, Jerome Baker's making a lot of money. A lot of money. If you can essentially bring in his replacement now and had him, sit behind, obviously you got Channing Tindall, but the Dolphins over the next few years are going to be looking to move on from certain players and save cap where possible. And Jerome Baker could be a potential cap casualty. So having someone like Ivan Pace in the building to learn from him and take his spot isn't the worst thing in the world.
So Ivan Pace Jr. is going to come in and play special teams right off the bat. He won't get any significant snaps, hopefully, because no one gets hurt. And again, that's a solid pickup for a 5th round. I don't expect anybody else that we draft, unless we're going to draft a running back, to have any starting time on this Dolphins team. But let's see what we get. Matter of fact, it's my pick, and I'm going interior O-line one more time, Kadeem. And I'm going with Juice Scruggs right there from Penn State, interior O-line, Juice Scruggs. And you know how we do it when we go live. If you have commented on this episode, if you're watching on Twitter, come on over, because we can't see your comment on Twitter. Comment on the YouTube version. If you commented on this episode, you will be eligible to enter in the giveaway that we're gonna have. But everyone in the comments have to get this answer right. So we're only gonna have the giveaway if the comments get this answer right. Go ahead and take Juice, Kadeem, and then I'll tell you what the question is.
You going to give him a call?
Yeah, hold on. Let's take him first.
Apologies, sorry. Juice.
So look, the Miami Dolphins, and don't answer the question, Kadeem. This is only for the comments, only for the people in the comments. The Miami Dolphins have had multiple players nicknamed Juice. We just took Juice Scruggs from Penn State. If everyone, not just everyone, if the comments collectively could come up with this answer, we're going to have a giveaway. Who are the 2 players that the Miami Dolphins had nicknamed Juice? And we'll let you guys deliberate, and we'll come back to it to see if we're going to have a giveaway later or not. What we got, Kadeem?
We are back on the board at pick 197. 3 trade offers. The Packers want us to move back 10 picks and offer us pick 207 and 3 7th round picks. The Texans want us to move back 6 spots and give us 230 as well. and then the Chargers want us to move back all the way into the 5th and 6th round next year.
You know what? Let's see how many picks we got left.
2, 4. You still got 6 picks.
Yeah, and that's 197. What round is this?
Pick round 6.
For the sake of the podcast, let's trade out and get a 5th round pick and a 6th round next year. Let's go ahead and take that Chargers pick, and we'll go to our next pick. And also, for the sake of the podcast, we're just going to decline every trade that comes up now, or else we're going to be looking like a real draft here. And then we'll go ahead and draft our players and decline every trade that happens now, since we know we're drafting lottery picks back here in the 6th and 7th round. Let's check the comments. Hey, did everybody look at this? Moya TV says, I know Landry was one. Fire Players YT says OJ McDuffie. IMAX said Jarvis Landry and OJ McDuffie. Hammer said Landry and Duffy. Hannah Montana said Jarvis Landry. Like, how you knew that, Hannah? How did you know that, Hannah?
I'm starting to question whether Hannah Montana's seeing someone else who's a massive NFL fan. Because, like, listen, I'm telling you now, Jarvis Landry had never been mentioned in the conversation between me and Hannah Montana. I know that for a fact.
Yo,
so, Hannah,
hey, so listen, fins up. Shout out DB, fins up. We're about to have a giveaway. The comments got it right. Give yourself a hand. We're going to have a giveaway. The 2 players that the Dolphins have had nicknamed Juice was Jarvis Landry and OJ McDuffie. And everyone in the
podcast, OJ McDuffie.
Friend of the podcast, OJ McDuffie. Shout out to Kadeem Simmons. Friend of the podcast, OJ McDuffie. And we're going to have a giveaway. Hang around at the end to find out what we're giving away, or if to enter the giveaway. But make sure you comment so you can enter the giveaway so we can get your name in there.
Make sure you subscribe as well. That'd be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, share, like, subscribe. Yeah, matter of fact, hit the subscribe button. I'll give you a second to hit the subscribe button.
We've still got 5 picks left.
Appreciate that. Now we can run through these, Kadeem. So I'll go ahead and take this next pick. Go to edge. No, go to running back. Go to running back. Go to back. Yeah, go to edge. Is Jose Ramirez available? Oh, Caleb Murphy. That's it right there. We're going Caleb Murphy, Ferris State. You know I love my dog. 2-6-24. I'll call Caleb while you go to the next pick, and then you can call the next pick. Hey,
Back
Caleb.
board.
Yeah, you made 2-6-24. Yeah, we just picked you. You know, you look like you was going undrafted, but come on, bro. I told you we was gonna take you. Yeah, man. You get to talk to Kadeem when you come down to the facility, man. We appreciate you. Live it up, man. Have a good day. Who you picking, Kadeem?
Before I make a pick, Hammer, what position is Quentin Barrow? Also, Charlie Jaron, who is gone. So yeah, fair play to you.
He's not gonna be there in the 5th round in real life, Kadeem.
We'll see. We'll
see. We'll see.
Let's have a look. Caleb Murphy just went. Am I going to double dip the chip? No, I'm not going to double dip the chip. What cornerbacks are available? Talking to myself at this point. I'm not sure where I want to go. I feel like we should go defense again. Trey Tucker.
Go to interior O line. D tackle. My bad. D line. Yeah. Boys looking pretty scarce back here.
Yeah.
Are you gonna take a kicker, Kadeem?
Just looking, because again at this point it's like, were you not a fan of Mohammed Ibrahim in the past?
I am a fan of Mohammed Ibrahim. But it's your pick. Like I picked the last one. If he was there for me, I was gonna take him. But we can go ahead with Mohammed.
I think Yeah, let's get a running back. Let's get
So
Mohammed Ibrahim.
go ahead, give him a call.
Yeah, Mohammed, how's it going? Do you prefer Mohammed or Mo? You know, just I don't know people. Mohammed, that's cool. That's perfectly fine. Asking you that question because needs to know you know what you prefer to be called as you become a Miami Dolphin. Listen, we beefed up this offensive line. We know McDaniels is an absolute genius in the run game. We can imagine that. Imagine we're going to see you know, do amazing things in Aqua and Orange over the next few years. So, welcome to Miami. Can't wait to see what you can do. And as for Charlie Touche, he is on a secret mission right now. But you should chat to him when you arrive to the facility. He sends his best wishes, and yeah, can't wait to speak to you in person. Peace. Yeah, all great, perfect.
Muhammad Ibrahim, Touche's 24, injury prone player, gets hurt every single season. I love him to death as a human being. He's a Miami Dolphin now. Hopefully he can get it turned around and add some depth for us at running back. So let's go to I had somebody in mind. Scroll back up. I'm sorry. Is it tackle, interior O line, linebacker? Dang, who was it? Oh, go to tight end, Kadeem. Scroll down. Let's see if this man is here. He's not here. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. No deal. I thought we could snag a tight end late and then have him compete and hopefully make the roster, but he's not there. So I'm just gonna double down. I'll go interior O line. No, I'll go tackle. Go to tackle. And let me draft my new co-host. Go to Kadeem Telfort. Hey, let's get it. Kadeem Telfort. I like it. Touche 24, Kadeem Telfort. SEC tackle. Probably, you know, he has a character off the field issues. So maybe he could get it together and be a piece for the Dolphins, or right now, late round pick. It's cool. It's cool to take a chance on him, roll the dice.
We are back on the board at pick 255. Know what? I actually was going to go quarterback, Stetson Bennett. He's gone. Really want to go defense again. I'm just not sure what the best pick would be. The website's saying Cameron Young, defensive line, or cornerbacks, Darling, Thomas. I don't know much about either one of them, to be honest.
I was gonna go Cameron Young, but I went Kadeem Telfort.
Then let's go Cameron Young.
You know what's funny? As I pull up, what's your boy name? The big boy we were talking about earlier?
DeJuan Jones?
Nah, man. The big board that we showed earlier.
Oh, the big board. Oh,
Kyle Kraft.
Yeah.
Kyle Kraft. I was going to consult his big board and see what he said about your picks.
So go Cameron Young at this point?
Yeah, we're going Cameron Young. Take me to corner.
Back at corner.
Yeah. Scroll down.
What I will say, Hammer did say if we could take Quinton Barrow with this last pick, but scrolling down. Yeah.
Quentin Barrow, the lineman?
Yeah.
Oh, we could do that.
Cool. Let's get he asked nicely. He's on the board. Where's he gone? Quinton Barrow.
There he is right there. Grand Valley
Mr.
State.
Irrelevant. Also, we got our worst grade with that Kadeem Telfort pick.
That's the character issue. Go ahead.
And Quinton Barrow got us an F as well.
All right. So, Kadeem, do you want to walk us through draft grades on some of these picks?
Yeah. So, our best.
Let me give a synopsis real quick, and then you can give us the grades. Obviously, we started with 4 picks of the draft. 52 and 84 were the 2 picks that we just wanted to find starters. And when we took Joe Tippmann at 52. We took Pittman at 52, right? And then we traded back, 51. So we traded back the 84 pick and turned 84 into multiple trades. And in my opinion, we got an additional starter for this year and additional starter for next year. Everything after 160 is trivial. Like, yo, maybe these dudes play special teams. But as far as O-line goes, some of the O-linemen, bro, when you're playing interior O-line, you could be protected by the people on either side of you. But you want to walk us through our grades, Kadeem?
Yeah, so we started with 4 picks, ended with 11 picks, which, again, quite a draft for when we probably would have had 12, but we traded one away. Should have had 13 if that trade went through. But so our best grades were Tyler Steen at pick 104, the tackle from Alabama. That was an A+. Mohammed Ibrahim at pick 240, the running back. That was an A+. Cameron Young, the defensive lineman from Mississippi State. That was
defensive lineman.
So defensive lineman. Got a few A's. Joe Tippmann at 51, interior offensive line from Wisconsin. Ivan Pace Jr., the linebacker at pick 161.
Playing special teams off the jump.
Yep. And those are our only A's. A few B's. Those have got a B+. Andrew Voorhees at 160. The offensive lineman. Brenton Strange, the tight end at 99. That got us a B grade, as did Juice Scruggs, the interior offensive lineman at 164. And then, a few D's, Caleb Murphy, and then 2 F's, Kadeem Telfer and Quinton Barrow.
Yo, I like it, bro. Real life, again, you package a lot of these trades and move up to get players that you desire, or you package a lot of these trades and move out and try to get some extra compensation for next year. But I think we did real good. We got Joe Tippmann, Brenton Strange, and Tyler Steen. To pull those 3 off, those are, again, 3 starters. We're gonna follow Tyler Steen in this year's draft. We're also gonna follow Andrew Voorhees in this year's draft. I seriously doubt Voorhees falls to the 5th round, even with the torn ACL. I think the Dolphins would be all over it and try to move heaven and earth to get back into the draft to grab Andrew Voorhees if he's falling into the 5th round. And everything else is, again, it's cool, but some of these people you hope compete, push bubble players, and hopefully make a spot on the practice squad. Hey,
yeah, not much else I can add to that, to be fair.
Everybody get in the bonus time, man. Appreciate everybody for rocking with us, hanging around, contributing with the picks. We got a giveaway, another giveaway. Like, I just figured instead of asking Kadeem questions, you know what I'm saying? Let's make sure we get a giveaway and ask the comments, and then we got our giveaway. But y'all know what time it is. Stay positive, test negative. For Kadeem Simmons, I'm Charlie Touche. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time on Go Time. Already.
Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's show time. Cause it's your time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Going all out when it's go time. I ain't wasting no time. Gotta make them lose their mind when it's your time. And it's show time. Lay it on the line when it's go time. Don't waste no time. What you got, Kadeem?
You give me more work to do, and to get this giveaway, we'll go in. See everyone who commented. Again, shout out to all of that. So yeah, can you filibuster while I?
Yeah. I got you. So, hey, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. We're going live multiple platforms on Friday, but when we go live for us, we got some players that we're going to follow. A couple Touche's 24 players. We're going to see where Clark Phillips ends up. Jaron Hall, we're going to see if he gets drafted before the 6th round. Jonathan Mingo is projected on all over the place on everyone's big board from the end of the 2nd to the 5th round. And in my opinion, he doesn't go later than the 3rd. So, yeah, man, in the comments, I'm about to get more comments for Kadeem, but let me stop. But no, man, I really feel like, this is what I think the Dolphins have a chance of moving back that 52. I think they move back from 52, acquire an additional pick, like a third or fourth round, and then you have 2 starters. And if you get that 4th round, you might be able to strike gold there. So there's a couple things I see the Dolphins doing. There's been talk about moving up in the draft. And if we move up in the draft, if you heard the Chris Greer and Marvin Allen press conference where they're like, oh, we need running back. And they didn't say we need them. They're like, we'll take running back. And, we're trying to improve every position. The generic response. So it's like, teams have called us to move out of the 1st round. And typically, if you move out of the 1st round, depending on how far you are in the 2nd round, you're going to have to add a 3rd round pick. So to be picking from 51 and to have a 3rd round pick off the bat, you're going to have to add both of those. You're going to have to have a 2nd round pick and a 3rd round pick to move up into the 1st. And you're probably going to have a little bit more compensation than just that. So here's my thing. Chris Greer said, oh, yeah, people are hitting us up, and I appreciate you, Moya TV. He said, dope song. For those who don't know, Go Time is a song that I wrote and produced. Well, I did not produce it. Shout out to Uzu, the producer, produced it. But a song that I wrote and recorded, and it's the theme song for Go Time Dolphins. So I've been thinking about having a Go Time Dolphins version of the song. Mention some Dolphin players in there. I don't know yet. But yeah, so here's my thing.
In the video.
Get Kadeem in the remix, you know what I'm saying? On the video. You can't get Kadeem on the song, but hey, chill out. So my thing is, when Chris Greer said, yeah, some teams called and if they talked about moving back, we'll listen. But my thing is, if you're moving up in the draft, who are you moving up first for? You, especially you said the 1st round. If you're moving up into the 1st round, bro, from 52, I think it's only for Bijan Robinson. And that's if Bijan Robinson makes it to like pick 20. And I seriously doubt Bijan Robinson makes it to pick 20. You have the Chargers back there. The Chargers are going to need a running back because they're going to let go of Austin Eckler. They're not going to want to pay Austin Eckler. They're going to move him. You have Minnesota back there. Minnesota they're trying to move on from Dalvin Cook. You also have another team that's entertaining running back in the 20 area. I can't remember right now. I don't have the draft order in front of me, but there are a couple teams back there that I think will move up for Bijan Robinson, and that's if he's even back there. So to move up from 52 for a running back into the 20s, I seriously doubt it. Don't dream about a running back if you're the Dolphins in this draft. At least not one of the top 2. Where you at, Kadeem?
I think I've got all the names. But yeah, I can't imagine the Dolphins moving up to draft a running back. People say the Dolphins like Jahmyr Gibbs that much. I see that as a potential smoke screen because Gibbs might be there in like the 40 range. And that's the Dolphins' way of saying, hey, we really like someone else, but people think we like Gibbs. So if a team wants to jump us for Gibbs, I use that in inverted commas, then that's brilliant. Hammer says, I say if Jack Campbell will slip in, they will be willing to move. I can see that. Joe Levesque says, I'd like Cook, but no trade compensation, post-June, first cut edition. That could be a thing as well. Listen, the Dolphins could draft a running back. I still think they go and get Dalvin Cook. But yeah, I think the Dolphins are more likely to move up into, the 40s than they are in the 1st. This team isn't a running back away from winning the Super Bowl. So, in a draft where you need a tight end,
I don't know. Kadeem, we not a running back from away from winning the Super Bowl?
I don't think we are.
Especially, I think that's debatable. We running long on the episode, but I think that's debatable.
You know what? we got so much time on Thursday or on
For
Friday and
sure.
Saturday to debate it. So
For sure.
yeah. I'm ready for the giveaway if you are.
Let's do it. So
get
shout out to
these.
everybody who left a comment and entered the giveaway. We're about to get this reel up here and see who won. And then the winner, please contact us at GoTimeDolphins@gmail.com. GoTimeDolphins@gmail.com.
If you bear with me 2 secs,
Yep.
should have done this already. The email should be scrolling across the bottom right about now.
Dang.
Nope, it's not.
We be having glitches on live episodes. We ain't
No,
figured it out yet. Like now I'm saying when Kadeem came in muted, like what's going on here?
That one I can explain. I pressed save but didn't press click, so that's on me. Very, very, very quickly. If you can't see your name and you've definitely commented, then give me a shout out. I believe I got everyone. Is there anyone who you can't see off the bat?
Yeah, I remember some off the top just in case. We'll give it a second or two, make sure everyone can see their name, and we'll rock out. I think we're good though, Kadeem.
Yeah, so do I.
Hey, real quick, while everyone's looking for their name, what position do you think we're drafting first, Kadeem?
Tight end.
No way. Well, if we do go tight end, it's because we moved back, in my opinion. I don't know. I mean, since you asked, I guess I answer. I'll just say O-line. But let's go. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Good luck to everyone.
Drum roll, please. Go time giveaway here on Go Time Dolphins, and the winner is.
I spelled Miami sports music wrong.
James. Y'all don't know what song that is. Shout out to Miami Sports Music. Winner of the giveaway. Appreciate rocking with you. Appreciate you rocking with us, man. Hit us up on the email and claim your giveaway.
Shout out to Kadeem spelling Miami wrong. It says Miami Sports Music. And shout out to Stephen D for hopping in the comments. Yeah, we will be hopping on their platform on Friday or Saturday during the draft. Haven't worked out exactly when, but you will see us over there at some point this weekend.
And we'll see y'all on the next live Friday, draft day.
Thanks for everyone that's been in the comments. It's all good. Another great episode.